I'm getting old, got to wear these things. Good morning. My name is Josh Walker. And looking around right now, I have to say, this is pretty intimidating. Mitty can be intimidating. While it's not talked about a lot, intimidation surrounds us here. So yeah, standing in front of you, all 1,750 of you, is intimidating, especially for someone who doesn't really enjoy public speaking. Looking up at the rafters in this gym and seeing all those banners, knowing that if we actually hung all of our individual banners around us up there, that we wouldn't be able to see because of all the light that would be blocked out, yeah, that's intimidating. Being in a classroom with students who have 4.4 GPAs and 1,500 on their SATs, or sharing the stage with people who you know someday will be on Broadway, intimidating. Being in the presence of greatness can make you feel like sometimes you aren't quite worthy. There are times that you might feel afraid, times you start to think you don't deserve to be here because you're not the star athlete, the debate champion, because you're not going to Stanford. But it's in these moments of doubt that I get a chance to see true courage here at Mitty. You see, my idea of courage comes from Emerson Roy West. He describes courage like this: courage is not the absence of fear. True courage is manifest in bravely doing what has to be done, in spite of fears or foes, or the foolishness of the crowd, or the taunts of the group. True courage is doing what is right, in spite of the odds, or opposition, or apprehension. In our liturgical theme song, Jasmine Murray conveys the same idea when she says, "I want to be fearless." As Mr. Matthews said last month, she's saying, "I'd like to be fearless, but I'm not. I'm afraid. I have doubts. Am I good enough? Do I measure up?" But as she goes on, she's determined to overcome. No holding back, no backing down. So where do I see these fearless acts? Where do I see this true courage that makes me the most proud to be part of this community? I see it when the student who is unsure of his answer decides to join the classroom discussion. I see it during freshman elections when 25 candidates stand up in front of their entire class to give a speech in an attempt to be one of the 9 that you actually vote for. I see it in the auditions for performing arts, in the person getting on stage who's just trying to get a part, any part, in the play. I see it in the player on the bench hoping to get a chance to finally get in the game. And I see it in the student whose home life is a mess, but who is able to get to school and function like everything's all right. For all of you out there that have been that person, you need to know this: your effort, your courage is not going unnoticed. You need to know this: even if your comment isn't always correct, or you aren't chosen, even if you don't get in, or all you were able to do today was to get to class on time, that you are valued and that your effort truly matters. Because when you give effort, when you put that fear aside and show courage, you get better. In the classroom, when you are surrounded by smart people and you choose to participate, you get better. If you aren't selected as a freshman rep, but choose to dive into Spirit Week and Monarch Madness activities anyway, you get better. And when you don't get in the game, but work even harder at practice, you get better. And every day that you are here, no matter what's happening at home, you get better. In the gospel, the Roman centurion is afraid. He's intimidated by Jesus, which is kind of ironic because of all the people that you think that a Roman centurion, of all people, would not be intimidated. Yet he feels he's not worthy. He's feeling like he's not even worthy to meet Jesus. This is why he actually sends somebody else to ask him to come and heal his servant. Two things I want you to notice from this. One, sometimes the people who seem to have it all together are the ones struggling the most. And two, often when you don't feel worthy is when you actually are. The centurion is a man of great faith. In fact, Jesus even says, greater than anyone in Israel. And it is because of this faith that Jesus heals his servant. It is because of this faith that he is worthy. So, what do I want you to take from all of this? All of you out there that have ever felt intimidated, all of you out there that may be struggling, I want you to have faith. I want you to continue to be fearless, continue to have courage. And I want you to recognize that you are valued, that you do matter, and most of all, that you're worthy of being a monarch. Thank you.